Hi everyone, my name's Newham, a born and bred East Londoner. Come with me as we explore the history and legacy of Green Street.
The big change over the years is that you can get a decent cup of Italian coffee in Green Street at the market.
I don't need to travel abroad for simple reasons. I could get it all here.
And initially they were not ready to bring the stars in. No stars wanted to come to East London.
Because it's a place that you can get your wedding outfits, your jewellery, your perfume. It's very important that we want the market to stay, we want the market to survive, and we want more exposure, so we want more different people to come.
This ain't Dubai, this is Green Street.
The amount of revenue Green Street puts into Newham is absolutely astronomical.
Come on ladies, £1 fish. Have a look, £1 fish.
We have our meals, lunch, dinner. We are so addicted to having puns for mouth refreshment, and it's excellent for digestion.
This car park made over £500,000 last year for the Newham Council.
Just this market, painted up, kept clean, the market we know and love.
I would come here and I would be thinking, yeah, you know, gonna be like 5 minutes, Mom's like, I need to get 1-2 things. But oh my days. What would be your 3-course Desi meal?
I know it's terrible, but fish and chips will go down really well.
So we have customers from all over India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and we have few English customers as well who are in fact addicted to sweet puns.
I remember coming here for my Uncle Shilvani, and yet this place is still going strong. Damn. And you know what? Looking around, what can I see? It's rich with colour, bursting with flavour, and trust me, there's no lack of culture here.
Green Street has become a landmark of East London.
This is what these people are going to leave, legacy for your generation.
100%, yeah.
You know, and that's a legacy we're going to leave behind for you.
Yeah.
Green Street didn't start famous. I mean, back in the 1800s it was mostly fields, sitting between East and West Ham with just a few brick houses and tiny shops. Quiet, proper working class, everyone just getting on with their lives. Then Upton Park Station opened in 1877, bringing people from central London into the area and giving Green Street its first real buzz. Queen's Market grew into the heart of the neighbourhood, full of chatter, colour and chaos. People came to buy fresh produce, fabrics and everyday goods, a proper hub for the community. Now football stamped its mark. West Ham United formed from Thames Ironworks in 1895 and moving to the Bowling Ground in 1904 turned Saturdays into pure energy. Fans spilled into the streets, cheering, singing, making the pavements part of the game. The stadium held around 35,000 and on match days, the whole area really felt alive. Immigrant communities moved in over the decades. Irish, Jewish, Italian and later South Asian families, adding shops, smells, languages and culture. By the 1960s, Green Street was buzzing. Buses rattling past, markets overflowing, fans and locals mingling everywhere. A proper, living, breathing street with history under every step. Every corner had a story, every step a memory, and the streets themselves seemed to hum with the voices of generations past, just waiting to be discovered.
Hi everyone, my name's Newham, a born and bred East Londoner. Come with me as we explore the history and legacy of Green Street.
West Ham United started life as Thames Ironworks in 1895, becoming West Ham United in 1900. In 1904, the club moved to the Bowling Ground in Upton Park, right in the heart of East London, and quickly it became a focal point for the local community. Every Saturday, thousands of fans would make their way to the stadium, queuing at the gates, filling the streets with songs and chants, and sharing in the excitement that only football could bring. Over the decades, families grew up going to the matches together, passing down the songs, the rituals, and that love for this team. The stadium became a landmark in the area, a place that brought together people and shaped the life of the neighbourhood. Now, you know what? Let's take a look at West Ham in action, because back in the days, this is when my granddad first arrived in the UK.
A bit of history here today. For the first time, 3 coloured players in a First Division team. Clyde Best, just 21, and 2 teenagers, Adi Coker from Nigeria, and the young fullback, Clive Charles.
Trying to send Collins one way, then the other. A curling one! Oh, wonderful goal! A lovely curling goal there by Trevor Brooking.
Icons like Bobby Moore, Jeff Hurst, Alvin Martin and Frank Lampard, that unforgettable European Cup Winners' Cup final in 1965. And you know what? Who can forget this beauty?
Over Cunningham, Di Canio! Oh, I do not believe that! That is sensational!
The Bowling Ground was the heart of Green Street. West Ham filled the stands and every game brought waves of people down these roads. But in 2016, West Ham moved to Stratford. The stadium was demolished and now, 842 flats now rise in this place. Here I am at the centre circle of the old pitch here at the Bowling Ground. So many great memories, so many great players. Start to think about Sir Bobby Moore, Di Canio, Michael Carrick, Rio Ferdinand, Frank Lampard, so many great memories. But now, all you see around you is flats, concrete, and that's really it. It's pretty soulless, most people would say. But nonetheless, to commemorate all of those great memories, we've still got the centre circle here, and this gives respect to the old 1966 World Cup winning captain, Sir Bobby Moore. You know what? Some would say that we're forever blowing bubbles in the air.
Queen's Market was established in the late 1800s, set up to serve the growing working class neighbourhood along Green Street. Traders sold fresh produce, fabrics and everyday essentials, making it a central place for commerce and daily life. Over time, the market became known for its bustling activity and importance to the local community.
Queen's Market has always been the heartbeat here. It started with Cockney, Gypsy and Jewish traders, then it was carried on by the Afro-Caribbean families that really made their mark, and now today, it's South Asian and African families that really carry that torch. So you know what? Let's jump in and see what it's like. Looking around, what can I see? It's rich with colour, bursting with flavour, and trust me, there's no lack of culture here.
The market is full of life. Coming on a Sunday morning, there's fresh fruit, vegetables, meat, fish, nuts and snacks everywhere. Stalls with groceries, clothes, shoes and little accessories, all packed together, colourful, noisy, and trust me, there's a lot of energy here. This is Queen's Market at its busiest.
And you know what? Who needs Air Jordan when you got Air Rocked? Bro, I'm telling you, this is the new drip. Trust me, trust me, trust me. This is the type of stuff that I used to love when I was 5, but I can't lie, my parents never really got them for me. Ooh, this smells good. I'm feeling this. It smells alright. Gee, I wanted to ask, how long have you been running this store for?
30 years.
Seriously? Itni der se? Raw. Jalo, thank you so much, appreciate it.
Come on, let's speak to some of the people who know it best and hear their thoughts. First up, let's speak to someone who is part of the Friends of Queen's Market, and she's going to tell us why this place means so much to this community.
Hello, my name is Pauline. I've been resident in Newham for the last 56 years and shopping at the market the last 56 years, and I'm the Secretary of Friends of Queen's Market. Green Street and the market have really changed. I'd say changed for the better. The north end of Green Street, up by the Romford Road, used to be really dismal second-hand shops. Now there's lots of little cafes. The big change over the years is that you can get a decent cup of Italian coffee in Green Street of the market, thanks to our Bengali Italian friends. I'm extremely happy, and I think most people are, with the way Green Street's developed, because it's bustling, it's lively. You can get food, you can get drink, you can get clothes. The fact that it's mainly Asian, that's not a problem. It's not a problem to most people in Newham, because Asian people are our friends and neighbours. The Queen's Market came together in 2003, when we heard that the market was up for sale. And we were very worried. A lot of people, there were councillors on our side too. The plan was dropped. The developers, St Modwin, moved out, and then the market, just carried on developing. More stores. The council added the Sunday market, and where we are now, and that's been a really good development, a blessing for everyone. Still got the old English pub and the fish and chips, but you've got the extra fruit and vegetable and stuff, and it's just good, something for everyone. And I think a lot of people like the atmosphere of the market, the jewellery, even if you're not buying the jewellery or the sort of exotic perfumes, it's nice to see them, and the stallholders will let you try if you just want to see what they're like. That the market will be bigger and even bigger and better in the future. All it needs is more stalls, more shopkeepers, and it'll be really flourish. We want it to be the same, no luxury flats, just this market, no demolitions, just this market, painted up, kept clean, the market we know and love. I'll tell you about my favourite Desi breakfast, which is brilliant. It's paratha and it's omelette.
Hi, I'm Halima Hassan, and I've been coming to the market since I was 10. It's really going to tell my age. About 35 years I've been coming to the market with my mom, and it's a place that you can get everything, like whether it's your abaya, if you feel like fish, for the day, if you want to get your hair done, if you want to buy your scarves, it just sells everything, and we are a big community. To me, this shop is quite special to me. I like people to see the shop because it's a place that you can get your wedding outfits, your jewelry, your perfume. It's very important that we want the market to stay. We want the market to survive, and we want more exposure. So we want more different people to come and to know how lucky we are. We have so many different, whether you're African, Caribbean, Palestinian, Afghan, Pakistani, Bangladesh, English, we have Wallish, we have so many people. And this is the best thing. I just want everyone to support the campaign Friends of Queen's Market.
Next up is a charming gentleman who has lived and worked in Newham for all of his life.
Hi, who am I here with today?
San.
Amazing. All right, San, I want to ask you, how long have you been in the UK? How long have you been in Newham for?
Well, I don't class a date. I'll class myself as a forever Newham.
Okay.
As a forever British, as forever local.
Okay.
And that is what I am.
One thing I've got to say is you definitely sound British. Like, if I close my eyes, I promise you, I would think that your name's Dave or something. So yeah, you definitely sound British.
When I've listened to myself, I think I'm somebody else. So don't worry, I confuse myself.
Okay, amazing. All right, I want to ask you, coming to Green Street or whatever, what are your favourite memories? What do you remember most about coming to Green Street?
Green Street had mixed emotions for me. One, it was a street that was struggling.
Okay.
It was a street that was struggling. It lacked something depth in itself. Green Street went in decline, and I remember coming up and down, it was lacking things. And when it started to revive itself, I started seeing colour coming. I started seeing sounds coming. I started seeing, hearing different from Europe. I've heard somebody explain to me once, I don't need to travel abroad for simple reasons. I could get it all here. I don't need to go anywhere. I could get it here.
100%.
And that is what epitomises what I believe the market, the Green Street. That side of Green Street heading towards the Romford Road side.
Okay.
I mean, that was in terrible decline. I remember it's a bit like a cowboy film.
Yeah.
When they go in, they ride in, they see this sort of hedgerow rolling across.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you should see on Green Street.
Really?
And the only thing, it was newspapers that were rolling.
Okay.
There was cinemas over there, which we should go as a youngster.
Yeah.
Cinemas were everywhere.
Okay.
It was, we had things to do. We had
Yeah.
youth clubs here.
Yeah.
And everything started to decline.
Okay.
But Green Street started to revive itself. Step by step, day by day, year by year, it got where it's got now.
Okay.
Green Street is more vibrant now.
Yeah. 100%.
It's colourful.
Yeah.
You could eat what you want from around the world here.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, be serious.
100%, you got food places.
You got
here,
food
everywhere.
places everywhere.
You know what? That's what you call a spicy samosa chaat.
The amount of revenue Green Street puts into Newham is
Yeah.
absolutely astronomical. So we've gone from that rolling hedgerow across the
Yeah.
street to what? To a vibrant high street.
Now, yeah.
What we got now. And that is left. If we talk about legacy,
Yeah.
right, this is what these people are going to leave, legacy
Yeah.
for your generation.
100%. Yeah.
You know, and that's a legacy we're
Yeah.
going to leave behind for you.
Yeah.
And
I mean, with myself, obviously growing up in East London, there's so many brown people. I was never made to feel as if I'm not British enough or anything. But I know, San, for you, it was completely different. I mean, you probably experienced a lot of racism. I mean, you were probably surrounded by majority white people and stuff. So I
Yeah.
want to ask you, were you ever made to feel as though you weren't British enough or anything?
I think I epitomise Britishness. I believe in the British value, the
Yeah.
true core value of Britishness, and that is tolerance. And I do believe, in the heart of heart, that the British people as a whole, who are mainly 90% immigrants themselves over past history, are tolerant and they do give chance. I personally, and I can't talk for a lot of other people, I feel British.
Yeah.
You know, I will forever vouch for the British people. And I'm talking about the true British people who really, have welcomed people from abroad. And because what it is, without the people coming from abroad, there will be no NHS, there would be no doctors, there would be no construction workers, there would be no nurses.
Now, San, I just want to ask you, there's a general rhetoric going around, there's people in government even saying that you go to places like Green Street, you go to places like Handsworth and stuff, and all you see is just brown people and they're not integrating with society, they're kind of just staying in their own communities and that's it. They're not really trying to be British. I want to ask you, what is your response to that? What do you think?
Absolute and utter rubbish. The people who make these stupid, unfounded, responses to something that doesn't exist are people who come from very private educated schools. They come from an institution that brainwashes them into believing something, and they throw these words out like confetti that there's no integration. It's amazing when they talk about inclusivity that majority of people go to curry houses, right? I remember Birmingham and Handsworth and all them, they have some of the best curry houses that were nominated around the world. And yet who uses them? White people use them, and other people from other countries use them. I say to anybody that do not look to government for direction, look to your community for direction and solidarity, because your community will feed you when you need to.
Yeah. All right, San, I just want to ask you, right, obviously there's a lot of Desis here in East London, especially my generation. I want to ask you, for all your years of experience, what would you say are like the best bits of advice that you would give to my generation?
First thing first, keep your mental state good, your physical state good, and thirdly, keep an open mind before prejudging, and develop, do personal development, and take people with you.
Yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube, especially food videos and stuff, and one of the stuff that I watch is they're talking about, what would your final death row meal would be. I want to ask you, San, if you were on death row, which kind of sounds bad, but if you were on death row, what would be your 3-course Desi meal?
I know it's terrible, but fish and chips will go down really well.
Okay, you know what? Now, being serious now, not all this trying to be too good on stuff. Yeah, I want to ask you proper. Okay, you know what? All right, take 3, but this is like the politically correct version now.
I'm the faux pas Gora.
Okay, if I was to ask you, right, proper death row meal, a Desi version, 3-course meal, what would you have?
I'll have a lamb karahi.
Okay.
I'll have, I may even have a dali.
Okay.
I may even have, but I'll have a drink, I'll have a mango lassi. I'll tell you, Green Street's I'll do some wicked mango lassis.
There's some good ones around it.
And we'll do some fantastic guluk chais.
Yeah.
Fantastic, but the only thing is it's a bit too rich for me at my age.
Ultimately, the buzz of Queen's Market is like no other. You meet people from all walks of life, hear their stories, and see how they make a living day by day. It's more than a market, it's part of the community, shaped by the people who come here and carrying on heritage and legacy that's lasted generations.
If you know, you know. This used to be the corner kebabish on Green Street, Plashet Grove. Oh my days, you know what? This used to be the Barclays Bank here on the corner of Plashet Road. Oh my days, you know what? I used to hate this spot when I was a kid. Bro, I would come here and I would be thinking, yeah, you know, gonna be like 5 minutes, mom's like, I need to get 1-2 things. And we're spending hours here for no reason whatsoever. If you know, you know, this is the original Mina store here on Green Street. I think they've got another branch on Romford Road, but this is the OG one. Look, I know where Burberry copied their designs from. We even got palm trees here, but guess what? This ain't Dubai, this is Green Street. This area is known for some OG spots such as Anand Centre and Al Farouk's Kebabish, to much more recent household names such as GDK and Jaiwala. One of the reasons why Green Street was known as Little India is because of establishments like Anand Centre, which has hosted huge names such as Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan and Oham Shahzad.
First of all, thank you, Amar, for coming and making a documentary about Green Street. It's been a wonderful journey for almost 50 years now in Green Street. And yes, my name is Kishore Pandya and I'm the owner of Anand Centre. So I was born in India. My father is from India and I was born in Gujarat, and then my father decided to move to Kenya. So I was brought up in Kenya. And my childhood and my schooling and everything was done in Kenya till primary and secondary school. And in 1974 we came over to UK, and I was working in telecommunications and I was a telephone engineer. My father decided to have a business done and get involved into business because my father was in business in Kenya. So gradually we started a small shop in Green Street. And yes, then I left my job and went to business, and my father and the whole family were involved in the business. So when we came from Kenya, we came to Manor Park, and that is where we started. We rented a house there in Manor Park, and from Manor Park we came to Green Street, and then we bought a house in Boleyn Road, and then gradually we went into the business in Green Street. So yeah, in 1980 we started the first restaurant in Anand Restaurant in Green Street. And then gradually at that time we had only few shops in Green Street, which was Nagracha Brothers on Plashet Road and few jewelry shop and a few grocery shops on Green Street. And from 1980 onwards it gradually started building up, and more Indian shops, more grocery shops, more sari shops, more restaurants. And one of the most famous restaurant was Mobin. At the time Mobin was the best restaurant in Green Street, and then gradually the whole Green Street became the most famous Green Street. From Aldgate East to Southend-on-Sea, Green Street was the only street in East London where people can come for the shopping, for the restaurants, for pan, for ice creams, for Indian concert tickets. So this is the full range of sweet pans. Pans are betel leaf. Betel leaf are very, very good for digestion. And all the spices what it has inside, like rose petals, coconut, aniseeds and other varieties of sweet gulkand and everything. These are all mixed in one sweet pan, which is very good for digestion, and especially in our India, Pakistan and Bangladesh. Whenever we have our meals, lunch, dinner, we are so addicted to having pans for mouth refreshment, and it's excellent for digestion. Baba 120, 160, 600. There are so many varieties of pans, and there is the special anarkali sweet pans and other varieties of. The most used pan, almost 70% are the sweet pans, and the 30% are the sada kimam and other varieties of pans. Yes, we have customers from all over India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and we have few English customers as well who are in fact addicted to sweet pans. The most beautiful memory what I have of Green Street is having Mr. Amitabh Bachchan in Green Street, and in fact we did not organize that. We were part of the team, but the main organize was done by Mr. Barry Marshall, who used to do the concert of Michael Jackson and Tina Turner during that time in 1990s. And he was the main person who got Forest Gate Police Station, got involved in it, the mayor got involved in it, the whole big huge team of people were involved to bring Mr. Amitabh Bachchan to Green Street. And I am very proud to say that the support what we had from Newham Council, the support what we had from the Forest Gate Police Station to bring Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, and having 40 officers on duty during that time, and having Green Street closed for almost 8 hours. And the way it was all been organized by Mr. Barry Marshall, and it was nothing bigger than that. In my house, my parents were there, so they brought up my children into teaching all the religious programs and functions and everything, and what is Diwali, and my parents explained to them, and yes, we would love to hold our heritage onwards, and I think everybody should do that.
Who knew there were so many different variations of bun? I mean, good luck to the bun connoisseurs, but I'll stick to my tried and tested Desi dessert of gulab jamun. That certainly helps with my digestion.
I remember coming here for my Uncle Shirvani, and yet this place is still going strong. Damn.
Before the East Mall, this space was part of the Upton Park bus garage located opposite Queen's Market, exclusively used as a bus depot. It served the community for decades before closing in 2011. Today, the space has been transformed into the East Mall, Europe's first boutique Asian shopping centre, packed with South Asian fashion, wedding attire, hijabs, jewellery and accessories. A modern hub built on a historic foundation.
For those of us that are born and bred here in East London, places like Green Street are more than just shops and food. They're places that remind us of who we are and where we come from. I'm as British as they come. Beans on toast, fish and chips, EastEnders on a Sunday, and always complain about this bloody weather. I'm proud to be British, but equally, I'm just as proud of my South Asian heritage. That samosa chaat that bangs after uni, that Shivani on my wedding day, of course my first car has to be.
That's one orange dream, brother. We saying you definitely cozy.
And obviously the last thing is chilling here on Charnock with my boys. Keeping my South Asian identity doesn't make me any less British. That is the legacy of Green Street, a place where cultures don't just meet, they thrive.
Walking down Green Street, it's clear that this isn't just a road. It's a testament to resilience and pride. From the historic bowling ground to Queen's Market, every corner echoes with stories of those who've made this place home. But it's not just about history. Green Street is a thriving hub, with South Asian businesses and communities contributing significantly to London's economy and culture. This vibrant mix of cultures, languages and traditions doesn't just enrich East London, it strengthens the fabric of Britain. Our heritage, our food, our festivals, they make us who we are. And the identity rooted in Green Street is something we carry with pride. That's the Desi legacy, a legacy of culture, community and contribution that has shaped this part of London for generations.
My name's Arham, this was the Desi legacy of Green Street, and in the meantime take care guys, and I'll catch you in a bit. Bye!